So I'm here with Leslie Rouse. She's going to help me out with the coaching cycle. We're looking at the post-observation for our second coaching cycle. How are you doing, Leslie?
I'm good.
Good. So we watched the lesson with the students dilating that figure. How do you think it went?
I think it went pretty good. I feel like all the students were doing their work and being engaged with what they needed to do.
Okay. Did you feel like the engagement level was better than it has been in the past?
Yeah, well, I mean, I feel like it's been about the same as with this group, that they're pretty good.
Well, I noticed that they were, the class was very well managed. I was blown away by when they just came in, they did exactly what you asked them to do while they were, you gave them very specific notes to get out of their binders. Some struggled finding them.
Yeah.
But they just got to work. I was absolutely blown away with how on task they were. That's what I was wondering about the engagement. What was your objective for this lesson?
My objective was to get their thinking organized with clear and good notes that they could use, and to be able to start using those notes to study and
I don't think we do that enough, because so many times we give them notes and then they go in the bottom of their backpack, never to be seen again.
Right.
And honestly, I was blown away by the fact that you had them pull out 2 separate notes from the past, plus gave them a new set of notes. It was just, and most of the kids found them.
Yeah.
Took them some time, but they found them. So I was like, it was amazing. So how do you know if the students met the objective?
Well, I was able to see that they had notes. By the end of class, they all had a complete set of notes, as well as highlighted with main stuff highlighted, and working on questions and summaries for those notes. So,
They liked you asking them questions.
yeah.
They liked you. You didn't ask them questions. You asked them to ask you questions, or ask questions of the material that was going to be put on the quiz. They liked that.
Yeah.
That was. I could tell they were excited about that. So while you were talking about the notes, what evidence were you collecting while the lesson was going on?
I was just walking around, checking to make sure that everyone had correct rules written down, as well as highlighting important stuff, because some people had pages that were just all pink. So I was just trying to make sure that it just...
Let's be clear, the paper wasn't pink,
yeah,
right?
Right. The paper was not pink. But just trying to make sure that this is what you should highlight, and this is how it should be organized, so that they can start thinking.
That's how I used to read my books. I would just highlight the whole paragraph, because I was just like, I don't know what's important, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Cool. So as you were collecting that evidence, did you make any kind of changes on the fly as the lesson was going on?
I did. For this group, I actually changed the amount of questions that they had to write, and I took out some example problems, because I was noticing that they're just kind of a little bit farther behind than my other classes, and just seeing how they were talking with each other as they were writing the rules down, I realized they just need to slow down and look at what they know already, or what they already have, as opposed to trying to learn new stuff for a quiz tomorrow. So.
Did you still give them the quiz?
I'm giving the quiz on Monday. So
Monday.
I took pictures of the questions today that I'm going to use, and then I'm just going to project the questions on Monday. So I told them to use your notes to study over the weekend, so that you know the answers for your quiz.
That would be empowering for a kid to see his question up on or her question up on the.
Yeah.
That would be super cool. Hey, that's mine, right?
Yeah.
Cool. So in the lesson, what CSTP were you focusing on?
Promoting self-directed and reflective learning for students.
I always say we should be working ourselves into obsolescence. They shouldn't need us
Right.
if we do our job right. So do you felt like that they're more self-directed and reflective after this?
Yeah, I feel like they were all able to use their questions today during class, and just see their notes, use for their notes, why it's important. So I think that they're going to be able to do that more in the future.
I bet you that's a pretty, the more I think about your lesson, I bet you that's a pretty uncommon feeling for the kids.
Right. Just why are notes important?
Yeah, I just was blown, again, back to you wrote down, I need these notes, and and you said a piece of paper, and there was a fourth thing.
Notes, piece of paper, and the worksheets we have been
Oh,
working on.
those phases that
Yeah.
you were, not phases, the
Levels,
levels.
yeah.
Yeah. It was a great lesson. I thank you for letting me watch it.